Hey guys, it's Major Foley here, and now we're doing Mount Olympus on the Extended Edition. Now this is another easy levels. We only have two more easy levels before we hit the hardest level that people think is the hardest level in the campaigns, which is Cerberus obviously, to some people anyway. Now this is another dungeon crawling style level essentially. You don't get to build any buildings, you don't get any citizens, you only get reinforcements from a sky passage you cannot use. The benefit in this one, and a more unique aspect of this, is that we actually get to turn out any of our reinforcements into specific myth units as long as we have access to their temple. So initially we get Cyclopes and Valkyrie, and then we can get Manticore and Hydra a little later. I think there is another one, but I don't recall if there was or not. Realistically, you've got more than enough what you need. So our job is just simply to get to the peak of Mount Olympus. So we'll get started.
Good timing, Kastor. The troops you sent to teach the Egyptians a lesson just returned.
And the Greeks and Sikios?
Your trick worked. The Norse and Egyptian troops started leaving the city 2 days ago. They must have gotten word of your attacks on their undefended homelands.
Good. We should have no problem with the city now.
One more thing, Kastor. Our scouts found another of Lord Oranos' passages nearby. We think it might lead behind the Greek troops. I thought you might like to lead the force that attacks through it.
Indeed. Let's get started.
Where are we?
Well, even Krios knows how to be wrong. This passage has taken us to Mount Olympus.
Captain, we cannot return the way we came.
I can't believe we're on Mount Olympus. How could Krios make a mistake like this?
We must fight our way to the peak of Mount Olympus. There is no other option.
Alright, first thing you want to do, send your soldiers to the Cyclops temple.
In Olympus, the rules are different. A man's form can change as he walks.
Now, if your units aren't turning into the myth unit near the temple,
transform our soldiers into different mythical
just move them a bit and make sure you're looking at them. If you don't look at them, they don't turn. Obviously, we want Cyclops because, you know, they can throw and kill pretty much one-shot any human soldier. Kastor, obviously, with his knockback attack, is good against infantry, not so much against cavalry. Alright, so first thing we want to do, we want to go take down this little shrine here. That'll give us god powers, specifically the bulk god power, which will come in handy a lot later, pretty much towards the ending of the level. But it'll be really useful to have. Now, usually you'll want to have 3 defenders on the sky passage, but initially we can just use it to attack this army down here. And then we can send 3 back. Pretty much what we're doing is we're just cleaning out the outer areas before we're going here, which takes us to the next section of the level. Now, once we attack this shrine, a Greek hero, Jason, will come out, and we need to take care of him. Hopefully without a Cyclops, but you never know. Anyway, send the 3 of the Cyclops back, have Kastor start attacking the shrine, which should lure Jason out. Well, I think after you do significant damage to it anyway. There he is. Now, Kastor will take care of him just fine, and the bulk god powers we're going to be using to eliminate other heroes. Now, we're going to heal some of our units, so we're going to turn 2 of our Cyclops into Valkyrie. Use 2 fully healed Cyclops. But Kastor's got the fight. As you can see, they didn't turn until I looked at them. We do want to keep our myth units healthy, because while we do get a stream of reinforcements when we hit the next area, it's just best to keep your units healthy. Especially since we're going to have to deal with another couple of big armies later. Alright, well, Kastor dealt with that. Let's go up here, and there'll be another small army here that we need to take care of. And you can obviously keep your myth units as Valkyries too, but if you want them to be just a little bit better, like more tanky and, you know, the one throwing hit, Cyclops are your best bet. Alright, so let's clean out the next area. You can obviously use the Valkyries also to attack as well. Yeah, this one's mostly more cavalry instead of infantry like the other side. Alright, now this shrine I don't believe has any heroes, so just take care of them. So it's probably best not to lose the Valkyries. Like I said, reinforcements is hard to come by. Was a little close for comfort. Like I said, not as tanky as Cyclops. We should get another bulk god power here, or the curse god power, which is useful. We could turn enemies into pigs and then bring them back to a temple to use them. There you go, curse.
We have gained the curse god power.
I don't want to turn her into a Cyclops. Let's hit the wall. Remember, if you want to heal them at the best rate, keep them still, don't let them move. So if they're moving or attacking, they don't heal as fast. In fact, they heal extremely slowly. Right, so what we want to do is we want to bait a few human soldiers out. We don't want to bait all of them. Gonna do that. And we're gonna turn them all into Cyclops for us. That just gives us free, like 5 free more powerful myth units. Alright, our Valkyries are healed again. While we wait for the pigs to arrive, we're gonna heal up the rest of Cyclops. And as well as Kastor, because they can heal Kastor faster too. Oh, you do actually need to keep a unit nearby, or you do lose control of them, so that it'll become part of the temple, as you can see. I did forget about that. Let's just move them over. And I turned them into a Cyclops by mistake. I think because there's too many units there, you actually have to have more than one unit. I think 2 should be enough. Oh, okay. How about 4? Ridiculous. Right, turn them there. There we go. Alright, so now let's begin the attack on this wall. Remember, save your bulk god powers, don't give in to temptation to use them. You can get a bunch more later too, but the reason we're keeping them is, at the end of the level, we're facing with a bunch of heroes from multiple ages. So that means we're dealing with mythic, heroic, and classical Greek units, so we want to use bulk god power to clean them out. Alright, there should be another shrine and barracks down here, so clean them out.
Different mixes of myth units for the obstacles ahead. Their strengths and weaknesses vary.
Alright, so from now on, we want to keep 3 Cyclops back here as well. Pretty much purely for defense. And we'll keep a Valkyrie to heal them too. The rest will usually attack. So now with those barracks cleared, we go through the underworld passage, and this is the wall I was talking about. That's a bit messy. It depends on which way you go, but I believe if you go down, it'll mess with it. So I want to get a few Manticore here. I'm actually going to get 6 Manticore. And the reason for that is we're going to destroy a few shrines in here. And one of them will upgrade our Cyclops and give us some other stuff, but another one will trap us in here. So we need to... the one that traps us in here is, I believe, the Cyclops upgrade, so you want to clean them out. And the Manticore is the best way to do that. There's another bulk god power, there's another curse god power.
We have gained the curse god power.
Turn those into Cyclops. Forward. Destroy the last shrine. Feel free to use a bulk god power here if you want. It's not strictly necessary though. So yeah, that turned our Cyclops into Elders. But we left our Manticore in the middle of these, but thanks to the AoE attack, they'll melt usually the infantry. I did lose one there, probably lose a second one. Not the end of the world. Alright, so now we destroy the wall. We're going to get a couple of Valkyrie, and then we're going to turn them into Manticore after we've done healing our units here. Keep our units up here. I could have used Curse as well, but the Manticore would have likely killed them. Units make it through. Yep. There we go. More reinforcements. We're going to turn these ones into Manticore, so we're just going to send them to the underworld passage. Don't have to turn them into myth units to use them straight away. So the next way we're going to attack is down here where we can get some Hydra, and we're going to turn a bunch of our Cyclops into Hydra. Maybe all of them. I do personally prefer Hydra just because they can attack better. Well, they're better against soldiers in regards when they get multiple heads. Alright, so let's start healing. Alright, now let's get a few more Manticore, and let's organize our soldiers, so Cyclops will be 2 again. So when your units get turned into myth, they keep their control group, so keep that in mind, guys, especially if you want to have, like, one assigned to rangers, one assigned to melee, things like that. It's a little awkward to make around with. There's more reinforcements. Definitely gonna get a bunch more Manticore. Actually, no, we'll get more Cyclops here. We've got plenty of Manticore. 8's plenty. And there we go, just in time. So yeah, they tend to still keep coming, and they don't stop, really. I could have used Curse, and I really should have used Curse, but it's not a big deal at this point. Alright, so most of our units should be healed. So what we're going to do is we're going to attack the Hydra area. As you can see, that's a problem. They don't go through the walls, they just go around it. Alright, let's have Kastor get their attention. Deliver the Cyclops and the Manticore. Gonna cast Curse now. Start hitting them. There's a bunch of Colossi here, so if you're that worried, you can also just have the Thunderbolt on the Colossi. You only need a few bulk god powers, and we can get another 2 soon enough. Ooh, we're actually getting surrounded here. But we have a bunch of myth unit armies, they don't, so this should just be fine for us. Let's see, we're wrecking them. And more reinforcements. Turning these ones into Manticore. Let's break these walls. Yeah, just have the Manticore hit the human soldiers and the Cyclops break the walls and you're fine. There you go. And see what I mean? The Manticore just killed a pig right there. And then once we destroy the military training buildings, we can organize our forces a bit more again. On. There we go. A little iffy.
If we destroy the buildings where these Greek soldiers are trained, it will slow them down.
Alright, let's get some Hydra. After we clean out these. Rip those poor piggies. Bring the Cyclops forward. Actually, I think we have more than enough Cyclops there, so we're just going to turn whatever we've got left into Hydras. Now, there are 2 more bulk god powers we can take advantage of, and I'll show you where it is. Beautiful.
Legends claim that no more.
More reinforcements have arrived. So if you go along with this transport ship, you'll get a couple of Argo heroic boats, and there's another shrine here we can destroy, and that'll give us more bulk god powers. Alright, extended edition. Let's clean them out. And there's your 2 more gold belt powers. Just gonna send our units back. I want to stop that Olympic passage from going down, guys. Because I didn't look at them, they didn't turn. Which is unfortunate, but that's the nature of the game. Alright, now with these 5 bulk god powers, taking Mount Olympus is going to be a cinch. So we drop our troops here. Come on, Cyclopes. This is what I hate when they changed it from Extended Edition. It was to stop some bug, I believe. But yeah, attack the wall.
Before we attempt to assault the mountain's peak.
Bolt. 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 And bolt the rest of them. Just bolt the range ones. Perseus isn't really that dangerous at this point, even though he can one-shot units. Just break through the walls. And like I said, with the bulk god powers, it makes the last part a cinch. And of course, there's little Polyphemus, or big, however you'd like to see it. Just cast it in the middle of it and you win anyway.
It's done. A mortal stands upon the peak of Mount Olympus.
What is happening? Something is wrong. An Olympic passage! Quickly! It is our means of escape!
So you can actually attack from the north side of the area too, but you still got to contend with the heroes. I just prefer going down and getting some Hydra, just because it's fun, in my opinion. But it's honestly up to you what pathway you take. But other than that, thanks for tuning in for this one, guys. Gold Edition is going to be the exact same strategy, so I'll be showing you that again. And we'll do probably one of the easiest levels in this campaign, Betrayal at Sikios, very soon. So look forward to that upload. I shall catch you guys another time.